Clint Eden Park throughout your innings, and that's the momentum somewhat as far as, and they haven't blasted and they've lost first job in the space of 20
diamonds. That's the phrase. They've always got something
better. You pad it up. You're a New Zealand games that there resentments.
Clips it away.
How about that?
What do I in the wickets as of late? Shield from one of your teammates. And Finn out, have we seen here? Pitch clips it away. You will not see.
Set up. Into the onside over long.
Power. Babar. There. He swings up. Well, that's the pace.
Dealt with so well. What a shot
From Ahmed. It's outside. Gets himself leg side.
There we go. That is really going to improve it. 21 for 1. KFC. Freedy gets it wrong, doesn't.
Not what you wanted. A gift for the left-handed Chapman. Piece of it runs away for New Zealand.
A little wider than they wanted on that. They'll fly.
Well, they look sharp.
A little bit of glove over the top.
Taken off. Going to the short ball. Just.
Oh, that Chapman had no idea to come off.
In just the climb off, almost up on the handle. Just.
About that. Chapman thinking that might. Too short. Way too short.
Babar just had a little movement across the crease behind square.
Oh, that was not a bad delivery. 42 for 1. Just off the Pakistan bowlers. Still on the way to a really good start. High, really high. Calls the skipper, catches.
Aggression, and he is hard to keep with his spell. Guy and ends up a comfortable catch. Brighton Breeze 53 for 2.
New Zealand middle hasn't actually whistle. Accuracy, they can always pull it back.
One. Yeah, 3 stumps. It does just feel a little bit, was the question, were they too pumped, just trying to hit boundary after boundary edge? A little bit of pressure building from Ralph Chapman. Just the little...
Limit on the rugby players. Clinch one.
Handing out the goodies. Little baby boy. The slower deliveries that has been something in that.
Very important too that these one, you just have to.
He'll be well accustomed to the 7 to 10 balls and
Back for Mitchell. And he clubs that through mid.
Mitchell didn't quite get it how he was turning in his hand, just a touch, race away.
His favourite shots. Oh, ripper! Freedy was pleading.
Gee, this no. Seaman.
It's hit the back pad. And Freedy's pump, and it won't quite reach the bound. It's hit the back from Sean Haig, but
from Sean Haig.
Straight to the fielder, and he may obviously New Zealand. 8 for 2 at the end of the power. It's a beautiful evening here down in the islands of the Hauraki Gulf. Here is. He had given it up. The captain almost sneaked by.
They've been good in the fit tonight. Pakistan, destructive batters, so that would...
Short pitch delivery, mistake. That is right.
The classical cricket strokes of the blade. Perfection.
That's short. He's got...
You'd love to be bowling short.
Cool. Here at Eden Park, of course, you look fine leg deep as well. Bumps it down. We know he's renowned as an awareness of the game situation. They might look for 2, and it's a loud call. Straight to the fielder, just the honorary wing committed from Police College. And
Keen on that one.
no.
Keen on that one, but
to be pepper sprayed or tasered.
Anthony was really nice.
In that part of Eden Park. So hard to protect.
One of the things you talk about as a team in the game, forget us to deliver the next one.
As he found the gap here, oh, well, he slid.
It's there, and a bit too much gas there.
Has moved to 49. An innings by Stell. Eden Park with Montpellier in front. His wiffle striker of the ball. Going to bring up yet another Hug Chapman and T20. 4 half centuries and his 20 international century, all against Pakistan as well. He loves that shot. There he goes. Does he miss out?
As a spinner when you come to Eden, it was the length that was just perfect. He uses the possessors.
Balls remaining. Kush still under
pressure.
And goes after it. Has he got a...
Left arm orthodox to left hour. 98 for 2. In the arc of Chapman, square with it. He got just everything has hit the middle of Chapman. He's looking in serious.
That's just when you think you likely way thick out.
Just when you up smart bowling from him. Daryl Mitchell has a brilliantly caught. It's time for
one bounce, so it wasn't a
yeah, you're right, Scott. He's always down.
Chapman, he moves to A off the toes. 5 for 3.
Chapman is for New Zealand. Be the opportunity to have the ball turning. Freebies. Quicker, sliding the ball on that back foot and see how a fantastic job, just flat up and good. Is it long enough? Yes. Thought he was in the act, but Chapman, he gives it the look. He said it was a good option. Short again. He has got so obviously again. That just skipped. 17 runs off it. Now 9 fours, 3 6. You can hear the effort in the stump. Crunched. Chapman trying to shimmy down the wicket. And this swing of the blood. Having a day out here, Mark, about the glue. Well, that is the joys of Eden. Oh, a bit of fortune. Using signs right in the full, they will. To go. Oh, there's the signal right behind the wicket-keeper. That is outstanding placement from two of the shots, but also just that of it has just been clean strike back here. Pace off, work the angles beautifully. Jimmy, to be able to have the ability to go, okay, not when people are in that state, is there's still decision-making going. It's given. Doing too much coming around the pace on this new. Breaks this partnership's career. One thing that stands out for him. Overs to go there, which is quite uncomfortable. It's a glorious shot. Back leg, you're always in trouble. Never feel, just hoping the... Chapman, just a slight slip. Just wonder if it's getting a little bit chill. Even the better. Well, especially if it is a ground where on the outfield, you can't... Slower delivery, down to 1. A glorious shot, just gave himself... Again, it's that little to be able to pick his spot. It's Chapman, 90s. It's the Eden Park applauding that man as he would. Michael Bracewell off the mark. Wicket, 142 for 5. It's over. For a 6. Great way to finish. Another opportunity. It's down. Overs in the power play. Ralph comes in, he steps in. Pressure on Arbroath straight away. Looking at that one, 80 metres in. They just get to manipulate the over straight. And they said, how far can I have? Once again, that's the pace off delivery. Pace variation. Clear thinking gets... Almost looking a little lost here, isn't he? Whether it's the slider, his fingers on the leather of the... Yeah! Bring the stumps into play. And this time that is his downfall.
This one, 79 early through the shot. They just keep taking wickets and 164%.
Traditionally number 8.
Yeah!
Skid on back to back.
Jameson, he looks back, Bermuda on a hat-trick. Jameson got
Right away there.
If you were asleep as a viewer.
well, the board was
Flashing.
Pakistan back in. Freddie throwing his...
Fairly unlucky from Shadab. Started rolling away.
Pakistan would like an important over. Do they just look to Michael Bracewell still
Up a little here. They're not careful. The shoulders. He'll be happy just not too soon to the 18. Oh, speed of bowling change. Job there. I tell you what, conditions as they are now, you can good wicket. New Zealand conditions, they just need to be. Won't be there.
after that. Just 50.
Does each only have a license
plus and have a look at the highlights.
Springs Bracewell. Look to get able to get underneath it. Doty, he's got it off stump. He's
just been defend high elbow at Eden Park, couple of bounces. Swap. Oh.
Yeah, slipping. Bowler doesn't. Good finish for New Zealand, 2 for 7. Pike puts Bracewell back down there.
They're in trouble. New Zealand 100th overs and look to really
Stop. Took the pace.
Well, he's normally up around 100. What was going big. Line was good. And he's got his second wicket to Bracewell for 31.
Finger. The Puckers. Is it?
Look at this skid through. Chest height. And another one for...
It off for 2.
That's a great shot. Well, this is the wicket. Mighty swing. Just got a little tickle.
Out. To go. They actually hit it for 4 off. Hey, so that brings 200 up for New Zealand. A potential hat-trick ball. I've got a good mind to march out there. Yeah, done a good job. Okay. Right, the bowler head.
He's just...
And the misfield. Good. That was fantastic. What they want to see. That's what they're up.
Not too much swing. Really just timing through their book.
And that is brilliant. Maybe. This is Harris.
Mark Harris, he loves this. If he gets anything on it, it's a back he has got in terms of that time tonight if he keeps going.
Sliced away, but it's an indication, I think, of...
He felt like he was slightly out of control. He needed to be a little bit tighter. And
I think the other thing with... Picked it up. Nice. There's no protection. After 2 over.
Just 2. Oh, this is...
You heard wide, got hit for 4, and no real risk taking. It's the extra pace to set. Edge that, no chance.
Yeah, I think if we get 200, it's always going to be a good night. But yeah, we bowled.
It's really well. It's not from East Sodi. Really good. It's just side.
Yeah, no, I do. No, with a few of the opportunities.
On and wow. Wasn't wildly off the mark. Timed that at all well. How short these boundaries are here. All up. And up to one of those pockets. Just never. Underway now, Nawaz. That's better. At 50 up, 51. It wasn't how they went about. There it is. There you go. This.
Okay, an hour. It's probably gone out. He was able to get into that. Just wonder if he'll look to bowl. To actually look at as a batter. He's okay, this is how we're going to go a bit. 80 off that he's batting first.
Style. It off.
Being able to play off the for 6. Pakistan.
Just 5 gone, 66.
Duffy's team's in from the south. Well, they arrived in New Zealand, and this is the although very much on 16, and it was. They've come to New Zealand, and this is Pakistan's 24, timed by the aforementioned. So well placed.
The way they've gone about it is slightly.
And it's a painful lesson here. They've had their ways, but 6 inches. And first wicket, Hay takes the kill. They wanted New Zealand. Duffy, 41 off.
It's banged in by. Can't get onto the top edge into the night sky. A great start to the inning. 74 for 1.
That man there will enjoy 9th match today, bringing this team out to New Zealand. It's the end of the power play. And that is the 6 rows back.
And they need a little bit pitched up. Sodhi, I was onto it like it up into the stands, and unfortunately,
one in the crowd never seems to hurt them. Just protection back.
some people hurt themselves in the crowd.
Wider, and it beats the fielder.
The wider delivery, the soaks it away. Picks instead, it's just another 4 to.
Pakistan, some delivery again. And just in the slot there
Was desire to want through the ball this time.
Haven't seen seam up yet. Edge gone, 4 more.
Just as bad as to stand near, and even he can't believe it.
58 and 26 to display of hitting.
How his international career started.
Out of the innings, it's going to be 4. That is a tough.
Well, that's the downside of pace. And it is just easy picking. She just does it perfectly.
And he does just that. Mitchell, and it skips away.
Errol Mitchell's face, I can tell you so. Can see the steam bowler near
Back high, and this is a big underneath that, and that's not going to.
The innings, that one. That is quite splendid. What about him? He'll play his part here, pointing us right now in terms of perspective, getting a little toey.
Yeah, hasn't been ideal. They've adapted well. Just got to keep on being aggressive, and anything can happen. It's a funny game.
Game as well, if you ask me. Rob, absolutely.
Massively.
Keep up with him, and
Or you probably want to add. Very wet out here as well, the dew.
Situation. That's clever. He's having his day here. He really over. It's 100 right now.
Well, he's seen the ball well, showing what he can do. Almost went all the way.
He won't go for 4. New Zealand really struggling. I think you've got to do something. Be 2 for 1. To lift his hand. Someone in the crowd.
Power today at Eden. The captain Sal at it this one.
A little bit of luck this time. Luck.
This afternoon, this time, a little bit of things seems to be going their way, and that was down to below 7, which ground.
He had it, he wanted to. Out on the onside, he ball for it.
Well, he was taken wrong here. Little top edge. To get that maybe just slight leg into play.
Yeah, New Zealand dissected. Face out there, it's down on the pocket. But this is classy stuff from some. No slogging about this, it's just
The act now. He goes to 40 some width. Deep in the right hip. Precise and smart stuff. Previous one. Allowed it to bounce. He knocked it on the head.
$49. Just wrong on there. It's leg buys, but just all the way for 6. Get
6 to single. There's 3 runs, so don't you worry. It's a wide from James Awaz.
Types of deliveries.
gap. You bet he had. Entry. Hassan. Squad from the fans here at Eden. One player. 20 international. That is one of the greatest. Going to do it. Hassan Nawaz. Past 50. Pakistan. They win by 9 wickets.
Aces in wickets. Zealand in T20 cricket. Players that of these conditions sitting at home saying, well played, young Sway, and he has stood up.
He walks tall. Has been a magnificent 45, 1 off 20.
10 runs and over, and that's Jimmy.
Anybody that challenges the existence of this country and this kingdom, all of us, we are projects of jihad and martyrdom.
What the Saudi royal family doesn't show the world begins not with conspiracy, not with rumor, but with understanding how power actually functions when it is built on history, oil, religion, strategy, and survival. To the outside world, the image is carefully curated: grand palaces, global summits, billion-dollar projects rising from desert sands, confident speeches about transformation, and carefully photographed meetings with world leaders. The modern Saudi narrative speaks of reform, economic diversification, futuristic cities, technological ambition, and global influence. But what the world sees is only the surface of a much deeper system, a system shaped by nearly a century of consolidation, negotiation, internal hierarchy, and strategic calculation. The House of Saud is not simply a royal family in the symbolic sense. It is a governing structure, a political network, a generational institution that evolved alongside the modern Saudi state itself. Its power was not inherited in a vacuum. It was built through alliances, tribal loyalties, religious partnerships, and geopolitical timing. The discovery of oil transformed what might have remained a regional kingdom into a global energy superpower. But oil did more than generate wealth. It created leverage. It created dependency from other nations. It created influence that extended far beyond the borders of the Arabian Peninsula. Yet influence at that level cannot survive on wealth alone. Stability becomes essential. And stability, in a monarchy with thousands of royal family members, requires internal balance. What is rarely shown publicly is the complexity of maintaining unity inside such a vast ruling structure. Decisions are not random. Promotions are not accidental. Leadership roles are often the result of years, sometimes decades, of positioning, trust building, and evaluation. The public may see a title change in a single announcement, but behind that announcement may lie years of strategic preparation. Yet influence at that level cannot survive on wealth alone. Stability becomes essential. And stability, in a monarchy with thousands of royal family members, requires internal balance. What is rarely shown publicly is the complexity of maintaining unity inside such a vast ruling structure. Decisions are not random. Promotions are not accidental. Leadership roles are often the result of years, sometimes decades, of positioning, trust building, and evaluation. The public may see a title change in a single announcement, but behind that announcement may lie years of strategic preparation. Succession is one of the most delicate elements of any monarchy. In Saudi Arabia, succession historically moved among brothers before transitioning to the next generation. That shift alone required institutional evolution. Mechanisms such as the Allegiance Council were created to formalize processes and prevent instability. But even formal systems depend on consensus. Consensus depends on relationships. And relationships inside a royal structure are built quietly, not publicly. While international media often speculates about rivalries, the deeper reality is that internal stability is treated as a national priority. Public unity reinforces investor confidence, diplomatic strength, and regional influence. Beyond politics lies economic strategy, and this is perhaps where the unseen layers become even more significant. The transformation plans widely discussed under modernization efforts represent only one side of a broader recalibration. Moving from oil dependency toward diversified revenue streams is not simply about building entertainment venues or futuristic cities. It is about long-term survival in a changing global energy market. It is about anticipating reduced fossil fuel reliance decades in advance. It is about ensuring that national influence does not shrink as energy markets evolve. Behind every major project announcement lies extensive risk analysis, scenario modeling, financial structuring, and geopolitical forecasting. The Public Investment Fund stands as a symbol of this forward planning. Its global investments are not just financial plays, they are positioning strategies. Technology, sports, infrastructure, artificial intelligence, tourism, these are industries tied to future global relevance. When billions are allocated to international ventures, it is not solely for profit. It is for integration into global systems of influence. Ownership stakes create partnerships. Partnerships create alignment. Alignment creates leverage. At the same time, cultural reform presents another unseen balancing act. Saudi Arabia holds unique religious significance in the Islamic world. Any modernization must consider domestic expectations, religious values, youth aspirations, and international perceptions simultaneously. Rapid change without cultural stability can create friction. Slow change without economic diversification can create stagnation. The equilibrium between tradition and modernization requires careful sequencing. Some reforms are introduced gradually. Others are accelerated. The outside world may interpret these moves as sudden shifts, but internally they are often phased adjustments within a broader roadmap. Another dimension rarely visible is security coordination. Regional geopolitics remain complex. Conflicts, alliances, energy routes, maritime security, and ideological competition all shape decision-making. Saudi leadership must evaluate threats not only in military terms but also in economic and informational domains. Cybersecurity, intelligence networks, counterterrorism coordination. These layers operate far from public view yet are central to national stability. International partnerships in defense and security further intertwine the kingdom with global powers, reinforcing both protection and strategic relevance. Diplomacy, too, extends beyond public meetings. Official visits and press conferences are the visible layer. Behind them are negotiation channels, private envoys, multi-stage discussions, and economic bargaining. Energy production levels can influence global markets overnight. Investment commitments can shift diplomatic dynamics. Humanitarian aid and development funds can build long-term alliances. These tools form a quiet architecture of influence that rarely trends on social media, yet shapes regional outcomes. The culture of discretion within the royal structure reinforces this invisibility. Public transparency operates differently in monarchies compared to electoral democracies. Internal debates are generally resolved internally. Public disagreement is minimized to project cohesion. This approach reduces speculation domestically but can increase curiosity internationally. Mystery fills the gaps where information is limited. Yet absence of visibility does not necessarily indicate instability. Often it indicates controlled governance. Generational transition introduces another layer of complexity. A younger population within Saudi Arabia has different expectations than previous generations. Digital connectivity exposes citizens to global trends in real time. Economic opportunity, entrepreneurship, entertainment access, and social mobility become increasingly important. Leadership must respond to these expectations while maintaining continuity. Programs supporting small businesses, tech startups, and cultural industries are not simply modernization slogans. They are responses to demographic realities. Youth engagement becomes a pillar of long-term stability. At the same time, global perception management has become crucial. International media scrutiny is intense. Human rights discussions, foreign policy decisions, and economic reforms are analyzed constantly. Public relations strategy now intersects with governance. Hosting global sporting events, international